Hi, it's just a bit past midnight and I just wanted to stay up until midnight so that I could be at the start of the OlympicsAthon, I guess. So for me at least, the OlympicsAthon has officially started, which is very exciting and cool. So I just thought that I would get just a couple of pages done before going to bed. I really need to go to bed though. I read a few pages in this one. I have no clue what this book's deal is. I don't know if it's because it's a translation or if it's because of the edition in some way. Because first of all, I can't really tell who's the publisher for this edition, so it might be like some self-published work or something, which would be weird because it's a published piece, like it was published in the 1930s. Something is up because basically this book does everything wrong. Like everything you learn in school about how writing should look like, I mean the format, is completely messed up. There are lowercase letters when there should be uppercase letters. There is not proper punctuation in this one. Like some sentences just lack a final dot. Also the spacing is really weird and messed up. Sometimes a sentence sort of just ends mid-sentence and it doesn't really go together with the next sentence. I have no clue what's up with this one. It's almost not readable. I honestly think it's just this edition, which is too bad because I think this one actually looks really, really cool. It's honestly not readable at all, which is so weird. It's so weird and such a disappointment. I'm gonna do some research about this tomorrow. I'll catch up with you guys later when I'm in the car on my way to work. Hi, real quick update. Because I need to leave, because I overslept today. Of course. The one night I stay up late, I oversleep. 2 updates. I tried to look up the No Longer Human issue. Apparently it's the edition. I went into Amazon, looked at the reviews. They all are shit, which means that it's the edition's fault. Fortunately for me, the book is on Scribd as both an ebook and an audiobook, so I'm gonna continue to read it there. So it's unfortunate that my physical copy is shit, but fortunately I have access to other copies, so I'll still read that one book. Next up, I'm going to listen to an audiobook now in my car, and I'm gonna start with the Fire on High. It's the shorter one out of the 2 that I considered. That's why I'm gonna listen to that one. So let's just go because I need to go. Hi friends, so I finished work. I'm about to head home, which means that I will continue listening to With the Fire on High. I did listen this morning. I do enjoy it. And I've been listening throughout the day as well, and it's good. I like it a bunch actually. I've also read No Longer Human. I had to start from the beginning because, as I said, my copy really wasn't it. It's alright, it's very different. It's not the most fun read, I would say. It's quite boring. I think you can tell that it's a bit dated because some of the views on women and stuff like that are definitely very dated. Nevertheless, it's so much better than my messed up copy. I'm gonna drive home now. I'm so warm, and tonight is my live show. It will be my first time hosting a live show, so I'm very nervous but also very excited. I'll talk to you more once I get home. I think 28 pages, something like that. Yeah, I'm really getting into it now. So I'm at 58 pages in total, I think, almost 60. It's so much fun actually, because we have these moms that are super scheming. Basically the story is that it's one mom is trying to make an arranged marriage basically. So these moms are so funny. Hi y'all! Okay, I know I'm super shiny, but I'm so happy right now because I just finished hosting my first ever live reading sprint, and it went so well and everyone was so nice and sweet. It was so much fun and everyone's doing amazing with their TBRs and reading so far. It's incredible. It was approximately a 3-hour live stream where I did first 10-minute live sprint and then 20, then 30, then 40. Jane from the Bookaholic joined me for this one, so she helped me out, taught me where to click and how to do things, because I'm never used StreamYard before. I have never hosted a reading sprint, so I'm not quite sure what to do. It was so good actually to have her there and have her guide me on what to do, and also had to have just someone to talk to. I did do the final sprint on my own. I think it went well too. It was a bit weird not having Jane there suddenly. Yeah, it was incredible. Oh my god. So thank you to everyone who joined this first sprint. I really do hope that there will be more sprints in the future. I'll try and make that happen. We're gonna have to see. What did I read during this sprint? Well, I read The Bride Test. I'm currently on page 102. So I have read 100 pages during this 3-hour sprint, which is so cool. Look what you can do when you're actually productive. I'm more than a third through this book already. This book is only like 290 pages, something like that. Very happy with the progress in this one. I'm also really enjoying this book. Like, this book is doing it for me, definitely. I read The Kiss Quotient. I really enjoyed that one. I was such a fan of Michael. This one is at the moment equally as good, honestly. I like the characters, I like the tropes. I really enjoy the mothers in this one. This story is basically like almost like a arranged marriage sort of story. So like the mother brings home a girl from Vietnam because she wants her son to marry that girl, and those two don't know each other, but suddenly they need to live together, and the girl needs to seduce him and he does not want to be seduced, but of course they're gonna start falling for each other. So it's so tropey, like your typical K-drama rom-com sort of thing, and it's so good. And like these mothers, both the girl's mom and also the guy's mom, they are so hilarious because they are so scheming. Also Esme and Kai are both great too. I'm reading this one for the Paralympics prompt because the main character Kai is autistic, so it works for that, and I'm so happy with this one. I really like the series. I really do. I'm just on cloud 9 right now. Like, these sprints were so much fun. There are so many great people that joined this readathon. As I said, gonna make sure to have more sprints because it was productive, it was fun. I really hope all of you enjoy too. It's after 10 p.m. I should really be going to bed. So what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna watch some booktube first because people have posted videos today. I need to catch up on some booktube. I need to catch up on some Twitter and stuff. Then I'm gonna head to bed and perhaps do some final reading before going to bed. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue with No Longer Human or The Bride Test. Possibly The Bride Test. I'm so into the story. I'll talk to you later. It's almost 9 p.m. on the 22nd, and I've been reading The Bride Test, not at home, but I actually read at work because like there was nothing to do at work today. I have been continuing to read this one and I'm enjoying it so much. It's just so fun and good, and the smut, the steam in this is really good. The smut and steam is really good, but the awkward part is that I read those scenes while I was at work. So it's kind of like I'm reading and then I get to the smutty part and I get like a bit ooh, looking around. Can anyone see what I'm doing? I'm on page 188, about to start chapter 19. And that's like, I'm almost like 60% through the book. I only have like 100 pages left. This is such a quick read and a fun read, and I like the characters and like, I'm enjoying so much about this one. Yeah, I want to continue to read this. Would be really cool if I could finish this one today actually. I suddenly feel very confident with my reading. Like, I have already finished a book. I'm close to finishing my second book. I have started on my third book. Like, I feel like I'm doing quite well, but it's only the second day of the OlympicsAthon. We need to see what happens because I don't think this will last. I'm also thinking about doing a reading sprint on Saturday morning or like before lunch. I'm not sure if that would work better for some people depending on their time zones and where they live. Like, perhaps if some people can't join while it's evening in Sweden, it works out better for them during the mornings. I'm not sure, so I'm thinking about that, but hopefully that will be more of a chill reading sprint. I want to go for like a chill, do your own thing, feel free to be during like PJs and still eat breakfast sort of thing. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna continue to read and I will listen to my typical lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to relax and study to by Lo-Fi Girl. Okay, hi. I'm just gonna do a really quick update because I'm currently sprinting together with Kevin, but I wanted to update you quickly on the book I'm reading because I do think I will finish it soon. I'm currently reading Fence, the graphic novel, the first volume. I'm reading it for the sports prompt, and I'm already halfway through it after just a 20-minute sprint, so I do think I'll finish it quite soon. And yeah, it's alright. Like, it's fun, very simple, I would say. I'm not the biggest graphic novel reader, so I don't know that much about it. Yeah, no, it's a good time. It's a quick read. It's fun. I'm learning a bit about fencing. I'm gonna head back to my sprint now, but I just wanted to give a short and quick update. Hi, so it has been a while and I thought that I should do some sort of like update, I guess, about how my reading has been going for the OlympicsAthon. And I do have some updates. I think last time I updated you guys, I was reading Fence. And I did finish Fence during those sprints and I gave it 3 stars. It was very enjoyable, very cute. I then started reading The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. This has been one of my most anticipated reads for like forever. I read like 50 pages during that sprint and I read some since, so I'm currently on page 122. So far it's a bit underwhelming, I would say. I think once again that my expectations have been too high on this book because I've been anticipating it so much. I do enjoy the story. I am very curious where the story will go and like how things will develop with the characters, what will happen. I don't really know anything, so that's what's exciting and I want to figure it out. But the writing is the thing I think is pulling the story down a bit. Not because the writing is bad, but because it's a sort of writing that feels a bit more shallow and a bit younger than you perhaps would expect or want, depending on your preference. So it's definitely just a preference thing, I would argue, with this book. This book is a extremely quick read for me. Like, I read it so fast, which I think is because the writing is so like not complicated. I'm not mad at it, it's alright, but it's underwhelming in comparison to my expectations of it. The next book I'm currently working on is Love and Olives by Jenna Evans Welsh, and I'm listening to this one as an audiobook. It's for the origin prompt, which means that the book needs to somehow relate to Greece. It's the 3rd book in the Love and Gelato series, which is like different standalone YA books about girls that are in a European country and things happen, like contemporaries, cozy and nice contemporaries. I'm getting a bit frustrated by this book because of multiple reasons, but the main reason is that the characters are annoying, the parents are the worst. I would be so angry and frustrated if that was my relationship with my parents. The parents annoy me. This book constantly avoids the main conflicts. Like, it focuses on all the small details and like try to make them a big thing, but whenever the main conflict is mentioned, it's just avoided. There's also a constant foreshadowing of it. So like, they're trying to build this up. If things had just been communicated sooner, like already in the 1st chapter, which there are many possibilities of it happening, they're setting up these scenes where those important conversations could be had, but then those conversations are not happening. Those discussions are not there. They're just prolonging this thing when there are opportunities to solve shit, basically. And that's what's frustrating to me. I would have understood if like there were no opportunities to discuss this misunderstanding that is going on, but there are like multiple times in a chapter, there are moments where the main characters can discuss stuff, and they don't. This is not a favorite series or anything like that, but it is an enjoyable and easy series. That's where I'm at with these books. I forgot to say, this one I'm reading for the flag prompt and also for the African continent. That's what I'm working on. It's Thursday, which means that the OlympicsAthon has been going on for over a week. which is very exciting. Because of that, I thought it would be fitting to wrap up this first week of the OlympicsAthon and then start a second vlog. I have a few updates regarding the reading, actually. I just today finished listening to Love and Olives by Jenna Evans Welch. It's not my favorite in the series. I think my favorite is Love and Luck. There was just a lot of things that frustrated me with this book, especially like the parents, all of the foreshadowing. It felt a bit too cheesy. I did enjoy some parts of the story and like some of the characters at times, so I'm gonna give this 2 stars. I think it's the same score I gave the first book, Love and Gelato, so it makes sense. It's not that I dislike the series at all. It is a very entertaining, easygoing, feel-good series where you don't really need to use a lot of brain cells. I'm happy I did listen to it. So yeah, I finished that one, which was for the origin prompt, and that means that I've completed all of the main prompts. I completed sports, where I read fence. I completed origin, where I read Love and Olives, host, which was No Longer Human, Paralympics, which was the bride test, and fire, which was With the Fire on High. I'm currently reading, as you know, the gilded ones. That one's alright. It's getting better. The beginning is not the most exciting one, but I'm about halfway or a bit more than halfway through the book now, and it's definitely better than the start, I would say. So I'm working on that one for Africa and for the flag prompt. So I guess for the next vlog you will follow me on my adventures of trying to wrap up those bonus prompts, I guess. So now I'm actually about to host another sprint session, a live show. This time it will be me solo. I won't have any guest helping me out. It's just gonna be me doing some productivity and reading sprints. I think that's it. Thank you for watching this vlog. I did hope you enjoyed. I hope you've been doing well with the OlympicsAthon, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes